Today, we're going to talk about why it is so hard to find lasting happiness. Where we need to start is what is happiness? And I think you should look at happiness in two ways. There's the short-term happiness, and that is positive feelings and the lack of negative feelings. So when you are feeling joy and excitement, you're laughing, you feel happy. The other way is to look at happiness as a long-term, meaningful experience. So things that feel rewarding and worthwhile. The first challenge comes from this first short-term happiness. And what is sometimes referred as the hedonic treadmill is the fact that, yes, we feel happy, we're laughing, we're feeling excited, we're feeling joy. But the fact is, it only lasts for so long before we come back down again. So when it comes to lasting happiness, this first type is not really what we want to concentrate on. It's the second longer term happiness that will allow us to feel happy generally and lastingly. So the second challenge we have when it comes to happiness is the fact that we only have control over a certain amount. So 50% of our level of happiness is genetic. So there's nothing we can do about it. The next part of our happiness is due to our circumstances, which we have only a limited amount of control of. And this can account for as little as 10% to maybe as much as 40% of our level of happiness. Let's say 25% is due to our circumstances. That just leaves us with 25% of our level of happiness that we can actually influence. So it's not much, and this is definitely a challenge. The next challenge we face when it comes to lasting happiness are our happiness set points. We all have a set point or a baseline to our level of happiness. And whatever happens in our day or in our life, we tend to return back to this set point. So if we win the lotto, for instance, we might be fantastically happy, but after a while, we probably will return to the happiness level that we were at before. If we experience trauma or loss in our life, within a matter of time, we will turn to that set level again. So the next challenge is really, how do we raise that set level of happiness so we can feel a lasting happiness level that is higher than where we're at now? So that's why it's so hard to find lasting happiness, but it is possible. How do we influence that 25%? And how do we really tap into that meaningful, lasting type of happiness? Well, we have to go about it the right way. And one of my favorite resources here, this is going to be the wrong way around. I have to show another picture. This book covers areas that have been proven by research to improve lasting happiness. So these include activities that can help you practice gratitude and positive thinking, help you tap into social connections to increase your happiness, help you manage stress, hardship, and trauma, help you live in the present moment, activities that utilize goals to help you with your lasting happiness, and activities that will help you take care of your body and your soul. So this is actually something that I've done myself. These are things that I learned on my journey that I think maybe might be able to help you too. What you need to do is find activities that resonate. So it'll be no surprise to you that different things make different people happy. So the key is to find the things that work specifically for you. That is to say, some things aren't going to work for you, and that's okay. Just move on. And that's my second suggestion, is try as many things as possible, because you never know what is going to work for you. My last tip as well is find things that you can adopt into your everyday. So if they're things that fit easily into your routine, you're more likely to be able to adopt them into your habits and therefore do them on a lasting basis. So find a way that you can get the right activities into your life and routine, and you can boost up your set points and make your life happier every day. If you like this, make sure you subscribe so you can get more. Oh, I need to look at the camera, not myself. Evidence-based research. Research-based evidence. I always get that wrong. Make sure you subscribe so you can find, I don't know why to subscribe. Blah.